What's going on? What's going on, sippers and snippers? Welcome to our version, first episode of Hidden Conversations. All right, it's your boy Hidden Gems, aka half of Sips and Sniffs, and I am here with a dear friend that I've become quite close to over the years. You know, we've been talking quite a bit. My
Yeah, you my
Luke,
guy, man.
huh?
I say, yeah, man, James. You know you my guy, man. We good.
Ever since we met up in Dallas, man.
Yes.
Yeah. So sippers and snippers. This is Luke, the owner, the creator, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the elemental. And today we are coming to you, man. Got a nice little conversation about his new line of fragrances. Had some time to experience these things for the past, I want to say like month and a half, 2 months almost, right?
Yeah. You done had them for like a minute. You done got deep into them.
Several of them I liked from the beginning, and several of them I experienced it more so recently. But they're good. They are good, man. They are
Appreciate
good.
that.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you your props now. We're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and dive in. What are we waiting
Let's
for?
go.
What are we
Let's
waiting
go.
for? All right. So y'all, when I purchased his wonderful bottle of whiskey, all right, the chocolate whiskey,
This
I will
one?
be talking about that. Yes, I will be doing a review on that soon. All right. He sent me nice little care package, some 5 ml decants, y'all, and y'all, I gotta admit, Luke, you got some with these, man. And
Yeah,
here's
man. The moments line. I keep it humble, but
hey,
I'm gonna say the moments line is fucking ridiculous.
you are right now, honestly, you seem to be the innovator of moments and the innovator of sensuality and sexuality when it comes to fragrances. I won't lie, man. And that's not just me talking. For my first live, I told you what type of mindset a lot of your fragrances put you in, you know. So definitely. So I've got 6 here, and we're gonna discuss 6 rather quickly. All right. Now, I say quickly only because I've had experience with these, so I don't have to give like a first impressions. I don't have to do any of that. We're going to talk about what I got from them. And Luke, hey, feel the need or feel free to fill in, talk about the fragrance as you need, man. But hey, I'm going to go ahead and start off with lemon heads. Now, this was one of the first ones that you introduced me to. You told me about this one, and you told me to go up to the scent room in Dallas. All right. So I went up
Yeah,
there with Anna or Haley, I believe, and
yeah.
I got to experience several of them, but this was one of the first ones. And this right here, y'all, this right here is good. It's good. It's a playful lemon fragrance, y'all. It's got some sweetness. It's got some sharp in that brightness, almost like a sparkliness to it. Y'all, this is good. Now, lemonade. All right. Ooh, be careful. All right.
It's
Yeah.
all
Let
good.
me go ahead and read down the note list. The notes go lemon, verbena, pink peppercorn, amber musk, and sandalwood. Now, I'm gonna tell you like this: you get a sweet, bright, sparkly lemon on skin, on my skin. That's what I got. All right. Now I know that part of that is due to the red peppercorn or the pink peppercorn. I know what is a red pepper and pink pepper. They tend to typically spark up to kind of sparkle a couple of the sharper notes. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's almost like it gives it a bit of a effervescence in the right when you use the right amount. Because pink peppercorn can be really overpowering, but I got it to where I wanted to in this fragrance formulation, and that's
Yes.
what supports that lemon and gives it that more of a sexy lemon. Not like when I think of lemon fragrances, we always get these fragrances that are really like pledge like,
Right.
like lemon pledge. It's just some really cheap lemon cleaner. And you know my work. I don't go for that. Like
No.
I approach everything with how can I make this sensual? What can I do to this note to make somebody want you when they smell it?
Yes.
So yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, smelling this, it literally brings to mind candy lemonades. You've got sweet lemon on there. You've got a mellowness to it. I'm sure that's provided by some of the musk so that it's not too sweet. All right. It literally, y'all, it literally tastes like the lemon head smell.
Exactly.
That is a fact. Now, some may consider it synthetic and whatnot, but this is not synthetic in a bad way. This is
Nah.
synthetic and artistic in a sense that it literally takes the depiction that your tongue and your taste buds would get and it puts it in your olfactory senses in your nose. And that's why this thing is beautiful. Now, on the dry down, because on most of yours, you've got at least two levels, okay? On the dry down, you get still a sweet lemon and you've got a muskiness and a sandalwood. So it dries
Mhm.
down pretty masculine, pretty subtle, you know. So don't think, fellas, don't think that, this is so sweet and, I can't do this. This is a playful fragrance. It is playful, but this is kind of like a brunch, a spring, summertime fragrance to me. I mean, you can wear this in the winter
You can wear it
because
now.
it's that strong. It's that it will carry. Okay. It will carry. But this is definitely one that's gonna bring them in closer. And you know
Mhm.
how I like that. That's why I love Killian. That's why I love these style of fragrances because I love a date night fragrance. I love something that's gonna keep the women captivated. It's gonna bring them in for more opportunities to share conversation, to become more intimate mentally, emotionally with them, and perhaps later on physically.
Oh yeah,
But
it's gonna get. It's
you know
definitely
what
gonna
I'm
happen.
saying? Hey, but this right here, fellas, lemon heads, get your nose on it. Seriously, get your nose on it. This is beautiful, Luke.
My the thing that strikes me the most about Lemonhead, like when I was creating it, of course I ate some too. It's that space where it turns from sour to sugary. In that space, that is what I wanted to capture. And
Right.
I think I did that really, really well because it opens up with that lemon. It's very sexy. It's full body, and then as it dries down, you get that wood. You get that
Yes.
sugary burnt freshness, and it works. And
And
it's very sensual. It's not like you know a Bath and Body Works lemon fragrance or some shit like that. It's
I got you.
very sensual.
It is sensual, y'all. This is Lemon Heads, beautiful. First one of the new line that I was able to sample. One of my favorites. And you know what's funny? Is lemon heads, it smells just like a lemon head would taste, but it also has, like you said, a little bit of tartness in the beginning, kind of like Sour Patch Kids or like lemon heads. All right. That blends in so well with the sweetness. It's just enough to kind of basically highlight the sweetness after you smell the tartness, but it never overshadows it. But this is great, man. This is great, and that's my first one, yeah. And that's how I started out. That's how I started out on this new line journey. All right, that right there, I'm not gonna give it a grade. Just know that right there, I put it like this: full bottle worthy. You know what I'm saying? If I
Oh,
had
definitely.
for it, it'd already be in my grasp. I'm gonna just leave it like that, man. This is definitely one of the ones. All right. Now, here we go. Second one. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Yeah, the goal is too shimmery.
Okay, yeah. It's too small. Moments in love. All right. Moments in love, man. This right here. This is definitely one that I was not aware of when you sent me the pack. Honestly. All right. I didn't know what to expect. I looked at it, I read the notes, and I was actually intrigued. Because there's several on here that are my speed. All right. So on here for the top, you got the amber accord. Okay. In the middle, you've got raspberry, strawberry, and mulberry. I like some berries, all right? I like a little fruitiness, all right? And then on the dry down, you got the sandalwood. At the base, you got the sandalwood. And you pick it up. it actually helps to make everything very creamy, very smooth. All right.
Mhm.
But I tell you what, hold on. I got to get it on skin. I'm not one of those strip sprayers. These fragrances right here are not meant to be sprayed on a strip. So if
No,
you see
yeah,
somebody talking about his line and they're spraying on strip, no offense to anybody who does it, but I'm telling you, they will never get the full experience because these are meant to interact and play with your skin chemistry, with the oils, the natural body oils that you have in your skin. So
yeah. I
I'm gonna
mean,
tell you
I
what.
tell, sorry, guys.
No, go ahead, go ahead. No.
I always tell folks to skin test, and if you don't want to skin test, get like a bulb, a glass, something that's kind of bulbous, and you can spray it in the top like a cloche or something, and just waft it under your nose and let it open up if you don't want to skin test first. But when strips really kind of take away from fragrances, like they suck up that first layer, that first top note. You can spray a scent strip, you'll get it, but you're not going to get the full effect like you
Mhm.
would want it to project off your skin and get that sillage.
Exactly. It's almost like it speeds up the process, the
Yeah, it degrades the scent
process.
like
Yeah,
regular
okay. So
perfume.
you're gonna skip a lot of stuff because it's gonna come real quick, and if you don't smell it at the moment or in the minutes that it's on there, you could miss a whole lot.
Mhm.
It's a whole lot. But the most important part of this is getting it on skin because the strip, it's not of the same makeup as your skin. And if you think you're going to get what you got on there, you'd be surprised because, hey, I'm telling you right now, when I got ostentatious as fuck, which we're going to talk about, all right, on strip, I could barely smell anything. It was so
Yeah,
like radiance. I meant to ask you for that one, man, but radiance was one that I sprayed on strip too. I couldn't smell anything.
yeah, because until like strips primarily were used to take away that heavy alcohol that you get when you smell these cheap synthetic fragrances. And then after the alcohol dies down, you're supposed to have what's left of the oil on the strip. So you
Right.
can supposedly get the full effect of the fragrance, but it does double duty. It really sucks up the whole formulation. And then you get maybe the second part of it after that first initial minute or whatever that you're wafting the scent strip in the air to get the alcohol to go away. You're degrading the fragrance sniffing experience.
Yeah. Definitely skipping steps and the journey, the steps in the midst of it. The devil is in the detail, but so is God. And when it comes to fragrances, all right, uh, you know, apologize for any religious people out there that don't like me using, religious terms in vain. But definitely,
It'll
if
be
they
all
can
right.
say the devil's in the detail, hey, so is God. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And so, hey, the love for fragrance is definitely within its spray on skin rather than on paper because you miss a lot. So, but going to moments in love, man. Like I said, at first you get a nice, not too much of a deep dark or anything, which I'm used to on amber chords, but you get a soft, mellow amber chord. All right, it kind of plays in the background of the little berry blend. All right, your raspberry, strawberry, and mulberry. All right. Now, of the three, on my skin, I'm picking up just a tad bit more raspberry and mulberry, and I only say that because the raspberry is noted. All right, as a rose lover, a lot of my fragrances have a raspberry blend, including yours, Luke. Several of yours that I prefer have raspberry as one of the blends to bring out the note of rose. Okay,
mhm.
it does a damn good job of it, right?
That's a
But
good supporting note.
yeah, so I smell the raspberry, but then there's a tartness. There's like a tart berry note, and I can only assume. And when I say tart, not tart like the lemon heads, but more so like a little twist. It's not just straight sweet, and
It's
I
the
can
it's
assume that's the mulberry.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
and so of course but strawberry tends to be a softer note. Typically adds to the sweetness in my experiences with this. So It's definitely a blend, but the mulberry and the raspberry are what stick out the most, which I enjoy. And it's creamy, it's smooth. All right. I really like this, man. But I like this on a woman. I would like this on a
Yeah.
woman. So
No, good, good, good.
no. Go ahead. I'm done. Hey, look, go
It's exactly to me. I think it's one of the most feminine leaning fragrances that I've done. And of the Moment series,
ahead.
it people really love it, but it's my least favorite.
Okay.
And I've been actually learning, like, we have our come to Jesus moments or
Yeah.
whoever you follow. Um, and I'm learning that just because I don't like something, it's doesn't mean that it's not gonna work.
Right.
When I put it out to my focus groups,
Hmm.
the women and men was like, yo, this is good. And I was just like, really? And I was like, all right, so I'm gonna drop it. And
Oh yeah.
folks,
No, this is a neck sniffer. Like if my girl had this on, I would encourage her at times when we step out. Hey, spray this on, man. You know, and as we're going through the night eating, chilling, I'm about to be on that neck. I'm gonna be smelling that neck. Hey, this right here will lead to moments in love. Trust me.
that's the plan.
Trust me. These are date night frags that literally, I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, lemon heads, beauty. All right. You wear that bright, beautiful day, it might lead to some
Yeah,
lemon
that's what you're
head.
gonna start your day off. Yeah, you're gonna start your day
I'm
off
saying
with.
I know how your mind works, Uncle Luke.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
for daytime love.
yeah, man. Hey, it's a banger. I'm gonna need that, man. I'm telling you right now. Look, there's so many from your house that I've smelt that I want. And going forward, like I said, I'm about to be doing individual reviews and whatnot. So definitely look forward to that. As I continue to purchase some bottles and whatnot. Got one on the way, so I'm looking forward to receiving that one too. But hey, I'm telling you, y'all pay attention. But all right, so we went with Moments in Love. We got Lemon Heads, right? Two bangers. All right, one Moments in Love. Definitely would prefer it on a woman myself. Luke,
Yeah,
even
me too.
more feminine forward ones. Definitely with that raspberry and that mulberry, I think they kind of captivate the scent more than anything. They take over a little bit more, and they kind of make it lean towards a woman's preference or what a man would prefer on the woman. So, but that's not a knock. That's a plus. Seriously. All right. My next one was one of the ones that I liked damn near the most, man. This is something different. I tell you, this is my gosh. This one right here is the one that I raved about. It was two that I raved about that I couldn't smell on paper. Once I got them on skin, it was like, wow. And this right
What's
here, ostentatious as fuck.
that's that is another one. I created that like 2 years ago, and I was like, no one is going to like this. That's what I literally thought after I created it, and I was like, yo, this is really interesting. I was like, but I don't think anyone's gonna like
Well, hey,
it. You're not the only one. We're like,
hey,
yo, those bottles be moving.
hey. Eventually, I'm gonna need one to move over here. All right, most definitely. Hey, I'm sure several of these be moving, but hey, I'm gonna need some to eventually move over here. Real talk, man. Because these, look, we'll go over that. All right. But ostentatious AF, all right. As fuck, however you want to say it. We're all grown here, all right. Sippers and sniffers. If you're sipping and sniffing, you are old enough to
You
cuss.
grown,
Should you
yes.
cuss? Not necessarily, but I tell you what, when it's in the name and it's appropriate, it needs to be talked about. It needs to be read out in full. All right. Now, this one right here, the beauty of this is that on the dry down, you start to pick up what's really making this fragrance stand out. All right. Now, let me go ahead and read this. All right. Ostentatious as fuck is our 28th fragrance designed for those who dare to stand out. Okay. This audacious scent opens with a zesty burst of orange, and it is zesty. Zesty.
Yes, it is.
And and not overly sweet, but there's a sweetness and a plainness to it that leaves the mind. It makes you curious for more. It's very addictive, all right? But it's a zesty burst of orange and shisho pepper, captivating the senses with its vibrant and spicy allure. Now, I smell that. I smell that orange. Beautiful orange. A beautiful orange. As the fragrance progresses over time, it does start to break down into where you pick up that pepper more. But that pepper does a beautiful job of
Sexy,
bringing
bro.
out that orange and making it sparkle and spark. I mean, it screams, it yells at you, but it brings it out so well on skin. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now this one I've been wearing. Look, Luke gave me Luke gave me almost
You killed
full,
that.
right? I'm telling you, almost full, y'all. Almost full. And hey, it's more than halfway. I think I got about a quarter of it left. Beautiful fragrance. Beautiful. I've worn it several times. Hey, definitely gonna be in my collection. But this right here, man, I'm telling you, that show pepper. Look, everything else that's in there, I'm sure it adds to its beautifulness. All right, you know what I'm saying. But the truth of the matter, those are the only two notes that you really need to know about.
Yeah, yeah. Everything else is supporting, and the beautiful thing, like when I
Mhm.
look back at it, is was experimenting with the pepper. Because I'm one, like I said, like I challenge myself a lot.
Okay.
I'm not a big citrus fan, so I was like that. That was my beginning of challenging myself to work on citrus fragrances.
Okay.
And if you're really into fragrances and have grown up around people that wear fragrances, I'll put it like this, like from the 80s, smelling a citrus fragrance, to me it was just like horrible. Like most of the fragrances were citrus based and they smelled
Mhm.
very cheap. They had a lot of synthetics in them. You can't wear real orange oil, orange essential oil in a fragrance because it'll burn you.
Right.
So people use synthetic citrus oils, which are horrible when you buy cheap ones. So
Yeah, when you
you
buy
can
cheap,
take a,
yes.
yeah, you can't do the cheap shit like this, and I cannot stress this.
No, for sure.
But if you understand chemistry and you know how to work with oils, you can take an essential oil, break it down to the point where it will not be skin unsafe,
Mhm.
and work it with the rest of your nose
Okay.
and create something beautiful.
And that you did, my friend. That you did. Seriously. This right here is one of my favorites. I've got to look. I've talked. We talk all the time, and I support the brother, but I only support you. Why? Because because the stuff's good. Stuff's good,
I
y'all.
appreciate it, man. I work hard on it.
I
You
stand
know,
by this. And a lot of people are starting to get hip to you. I've got to introduce you to a couple of other creators as well. But Luke, hey, you my guy. But I won't lie. You my guy, but I won't lie. And everybody on our channel knows, hey, you can see it it's written on my face, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I forget who sings this song, but it's written all over your face.
yeah.
I don't even
Listen,
have to say a word. When I spray this on skin, hey, me and Jay, everybody always talks about our face when we smell. It's like they look for us because hey, the first reaction you get off my face is gonna tell you whether or not. Mm,
and that is how it should be. And like, listen, bro, I really work the hell out of what I do because one, like in this market, we know people in this market. We see
right,
what they do. We see the money grabs. We see the cheap shit that they put out, and I can't be associated with that. Like I'm gonna always bring it. I have to, or I'm not gonna put it out.
for sure.
And I listen. I listen to what folks have to say. I listen to what people say about other fragrances, and I take a lot of that into consideration when I create. And
Right.
that's why I do what I do.
Hey, and I appreciate you for it, man. Hey, we're gonna go ahead, man. Okay, that was ostentatious AF. Ostentatious as fuck. Okay, beautiful, bright citrus orange, almost like a mandarin orange that pops and sparkles. It has a hell of a sillage. It lasts quite a bit. That dries down into this shisho pepper that is actually very captivating as it starts to come out. Creamy
Mhm.
also. You do get the peppery sound, but trust me, y'all, and y'all know I'm not a pepper lover. I despise a lot of pepper fragrances, but this does pepper right, especially in the dry down. And that is why I had to talk about it. This is one of my favorites. Hey, it is what it is. All
You're not
right.
gonna be sneezing. Your nose not gonna be twitching.
It's not that type of pepper.
Yeah,
It's not that type
it's
of
just
party.
right.
Yes. All right. So my next one right here is sexual moment. Now, this one I got to get on skin because this one I remember a little bit, but it's always good to get a catch up. I was smelling them last night. I was just like, okay. Once you smell a few of them, you're like, oh man, all right. I'm ready to do this interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to go ahead and talk about this. But this right here is sexual moments. All right. Let's go ahead and spray it on. All right. Now, this is one of the ones that I actually enjoyed later on as it began to dry down off the skin because at first it comes in with something very natural, something very, how do you say, melancholy? Basically, it comes in with the Palo Santo, all right? You get the Palo Santo and a little bit of incense, all right? Now,
Mhm.
the thing that keeps it from becoming so incensey, somewhat slightly smoky and woody, is that little hint of amber in there. It does give it a little bit of sweetness, okay?
Yeah.
So you don't only get woody incense in a sense because the sandalwood it does aid to the creaminess to the overall flow of the fragrance, but at the same time it's still strong enough that you get palos. And I said, what is it? The Palo Santo wood mixed in with the incense really comes out. Now, I tell everybody that whenever I smell Palo Santo or whenever I smell something of that a wood of that nature, I always go into a yoga mindset. A relaxed, calm feeling. And then when you get the incense, it definitely aids in that as well. Go ahead, my bad.
No, I mean, I think I told you when why I made that. I mean, because it's definitely made to bring you closer. It's made to create a sexual moment for intimacy. I was meditating and then I fell asleep. And I had a dream that I was like a Jedi. I was in this Jedi temple meditating.
You
And
hear
then
the
some
sci-fi reference?
what happened?
I said they hear the sci-fi reference. Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. And then a woman Jedi came to me, and then it just shit just got crazy, and then we just started making love. But that is what I smelled in the Jedi temple. When I woke up, I just started going at it in my book, and then I hit the lab, and that is what I created.
This is beautiful, man. I
Yeah.
ain't gonna. This right here, y'all. It. Sorry about that, but this right here is a sexy, masculine fragrance. All right, it's sexy and masculine. Now, because of my love hate for heavy woody fragrances, this will definitely be worn here and there, but it's not a first pull. But y'all, well, because you know me, Luke. I love
Yeah.
rose, I love notes, I love amber, right? But this right here will definitely get some burn. This right here, I'm gonna put it like this. I've run into women that prefer a more masculine fragrance on me. Okay. They enjoy the stuff that I wear, but they prefer something masculine because some women like what they like. If you look good to them and you smell like something that they enjoy, it brings out you know the carnal nature. All right,
Definitely.
it brings out a certain attractiveness. But then there are some that don't mind, but they prefer something more masculine at times. Say for instance, there are some women that have seen me in a suit and they have talked about the fact that they like what I'm wearing. I'm usually wearing something woody, something more masculine, maybe something boozy, something that's not too sweet, right? And I've talked to women that love that type of fragrance, those type of notes on a man. This would be the masculine fragrance of choice. I don't need any citruses or anything like that. This is just an earthy, woody. It has a little bit of oud in there, I see, but it says wood accords. I'm sure there's a wood blend, but you get the Palo Santo. And the
Oh
reason why
yeah.
I recognize the Palo Santo is because, of course, I spent a lot of time with Chris Classics, Palo Santo Sage and whatnot. And in order to get used to it, that was the first Palo Santo fragrance I spent a lot of time with. Shout out to Chris. But Luke, this right here is a much better. I don't want to say much better blend, but it's a much more appreciated because of the incense that's in here and the way that you blended the amber. I definitely like this one. This would definitely be one of my more masculine fragrances that I'd wear. This is a dress up fragrance. This is not something that I would throw a t-shirt on. I could see perhaps a hoodie depending on where you're going, depending on how you're put together. Not say, for instance, this actually, I could see this in a little bit of streetwear if you were to go to a cigar bar, like I did last night. I could see someone wearing this and plenty of women enjoying it.
Yeah, this is
Because
what I'm saying, man. This is gonna bring the women or whoever, whatever you're into. It's gonna bring your partner into you. It's made to draw that person into. It's made to start that sexual moment. So I really, when I thought about Palo Santo, it's not a note that is used that much, but I love it, and I wanted to. It reminds me of the beginning of a sex act, and I wanted to make that prominent in that fragrance.
well, this is definitely the beginning of it. This right here is a coming together fragrance. This right here would be where the man comes together with whatever fragrance the woman is, and it would come together to make a beautiful blend. All right. But this right here is a definite, man. You've got to get your nose on this, y'all. Got to get your nose on it. All right. And I say that with all due respect because everybody knows I don't get into that. Two things that I'm definitely getting into, or I'd say three: wood heavy fragrances, green fragrances, all right, and leather fragrances. Those are the three things I'm really trying to get my olfactory senses used to at this time going into the spring, because this would be the time to wear those type of fragrances when it's cool and cold. So becoming equipped with that, but y'all, I'm telling you right now, sexual moments for the man, my man out there that don't want something that leans feminine or is not unisex or whatnot. This right here, this is definitely a more masculine leaning fragrance. All right, woody incense, some oud in there, a little bit of sweetness in the undercarriage from the amber. Beautiful fragrance, easy wear, easy
Yeah,
wear. All right, let me
but
get to
wait,
the
let me just
uh,
say one thing.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
tell I tell folks to wear that. You and your lady wear sexual
Mm.
moment. That's that. Just put it on at home when you know you when you ready. Both y'all put something.
So
That's
you're
it.
saying,
Nice.
so you saying it does something on a woman's skin?
Yep.
Well, we
And
will find out soon. We will find out soon.
I already know, but yeah, it works. But I'm saying, like, I tell folks a lot, when it comes to fragrances and a lot of women and men, we know when we want to get into it with our significant other.
Right.
Um, if you encounter her, if she's coming to you and you have on fragrance, and if you adorn her with that same fragrance, it's something magical about that. Because we smell each other when we're doing, when we're making love or whatever. And then if we got on two
Most,
conflicting fragrances, it's a little wild. So we got a lot of stuff going on.
most definitely.
But if you have one harmonizing fragrance between
Yes.
both of you, something a little magical and spiritual going on there.
A little
Just a little
sexual
taste.
symbol, huh? A little
Yeah.
SSB. Hey, Don't use that. That's just my term. It's just being sexual. All
Sexual
right.
symbol. Okay,
The wolves under the sheet are
gotcha.
crazy. For sure, for sure. All right. Now, this is the new line, but we're going to get into two of the three moments. All right. Now, there are a few others that I'm going to encourage you to send so we can talk about them as well. I haven't had a chance to talk about them. They are some of your newer releases, but not the newest releases. We'll get into that later time. All right. But right now, we're going to get into one of the more populars right now. All right. Ascent Explorer Rave. Okay. And check this out. You see the juice. Again, it was more than half filled. You see it. And I ain't pouring nothing out. We ain't pouring nothing out for the homies. This is strawberry moments, all right? Hey, let's go. Strawberry moments, y'all. I've been hearing people rave about this since the Scent Explorer and before. And I've already been smelted, but it's good to always hear that my thoughts are definitely shared amongst the crowd. Now, y'all, I'm gonna tell you like this, okay? Fellas, all right. You better be hella confident, okay? Better be hella confident. However, I will say this, man. I did do something that made it nice. I'm gonna tell my boy Terrence and a couple of other people that like layering a couple of fragrances and whatnot. This is good. This layered with sexual moments,
Oh, that's beastly right there.
but I've done it and it's good. It's good.
That's crazy.
It's good. It's good. All right, we'll get into that later. All right. But hey, strawberry moments, okay? Y'all. Let me go ahead. As usual, I'm gonna go ahead and read the notes. All right. You got strawberry, white musk, vanilla musk, sandalwood, oud, and opoponax. All right. Now, let me just go ahead and be honest with you. All right, y'all. You're gonna get heavy strawberry and vanilla in the top. All right. In the opening, that's what you get. Now it says that the vanilla musk is definitely in the mid, but I tell you what, it's strong enough that you pick it up underneath that strawberry. It's almost like a strawberry vanilla ice cream to some degree, but the musk is holding it down from really just like projecting like a Lattafa or whatnot. It's definitely holding it down, making it more calm and whatnot. That was definitely a good choice. That vanilla musk is definitely helping along with that white musk. Musk for me, it's not always detectable on skin, but I can detect how it's being used in a lot of cases, or at least I think I can. Until someone confirms it, it's just my thoughts. But this one is these musk, the white musk and the vanilla musk, are definitely holding it down, holding down that strawberry, all the while adding to some of the sweetness and making it very mellow and smooth. But this is beautiful. But like I said, in the first couple of hours, you're going to get the strawberry and vanilla and the muskiness. All right. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's a beast right there, bro.
Yes.
Like
I'm
that,
definitely
that's
going to say. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
no, it's just like among my best right there. Like that's yeah, strawberry moments is crack. And again, it's always challenging myself as a perfumer. And I'm really starting to kind of go against my grain with all the things that I don't like because I'm not a big strawberry fan,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm always like, what can I do to make this sexy? I smelled, I don't usually smell other people's fragrances, but I smelled a couple of quote unquote strawberry fragrances. I really was not impressed. And I was like, this is like kids like perfume. I don't make perfume for kids. I make perfume for
Yeah.
adults. and that's what I do.
No, but the thing that separates it is that after about 5 or 10 minutes, I'd probably say 15 minutes tops, the strawberry starts to calm down. You start to get a more mellow vibe from the strawberry and vanilla, and you start to pick up a little bit of that oud. All right, you get the woods, but you get the oud, and the reason for that is, and trust me, I love oud. I love oud of all types. I love oud of all blends, but this you get an oud because this has that kind of it's a It's a twist to the woodiness that you can only get from that bacteria that grows on the wood when you burn it and whatnot. And that is what I'm picking up in here. It takes it in a different direction from just smelling earthy and woody. And you get it within about 10 to 15 minutes. On my skin, I pick it up early because I've been very intimate with this fragrance. You know, I've been wearing it off and on for days, weeks, months. All right, so I pick it up rather quickly. Oud tends to come out on my skin a little quicker than most. All right, uh, but you get it, and it's all in an undertone underneath, but it comes through quite nicely. Okay, it comes through with that strawberry and that vanilla. All right. So you get the strawberry moments. And trust me, y'all, it's a moment. So all my men out there who think, oh, this is gonna be very feminine and whatnot, give it a little
Nah.
time. Give it a little time. Because just like the name says, you only get a moment of strawberry. You only get a
And then
moment
it
of
gets
strawberry and
real
vanilla by itself. After that, that dry down is crucial. You get it, but it is definitely playing second fiddle to the earthy notes and the oud coming through. And it actually makes for a really good blend. Like I said, after about 5 to 10 minutes, you are good to go. 5 to 10 minutes, I can give you maybe 15. It's a beautiful blend. And this is very enticing. This is something that the women would like. And it still doesn't deter you from your masculine side either. This is really nice. There are some men that are going to be like, it just says strawberry, so they're going to run. And that's fine. I understand, you know. But for those that choose to let their nuts drop, you know what I'm
but
saying?
you know
Shocked.
the funny thing on a woman, the strawberry stays so prominent. It lingers for a
Mm,
while, and then the dry down. You know, it's all about that chemistry, and
yeah.
and 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 how clean you are inside.
Okay.
Really, um, is prominent on how the sillage is going to come off your body. If you are a clean person on the outside and on the inside, your skin is going to radiate that. If you're not eating right and all the rest of that crap, you're not going to get a great experience from anyone's fragrance. So, like I said, I've smelled it on women, and the strawberry note just like it dies down slowly,
Yeah.
and on the individual that I smelled it on, just bananas, just bananas.
Bananas.
And
Speaking of
then,
banana, might we get a banana moment soon?
yo,
I,
you're the
I'm
second
trying to put
person to
anything
ask
out
that.
there.
Yeah, that's a weird one right there. But you know
Yeah.
what? I might be able to do that. We
We'll
working
talk.
on the lavender moments.
All right. All right.
I,
All right.
I don't like lavender at all, but I'm gonna impress myself.
All right. All right. All right. No, but this is really good. Strawberry moments, yo. I mean, I'm be honest with you. Look, there's several. Look, I because we do the scents and sounds, and I do the date night fragrances. That's what I do, right? Especially when we hit R&B and stuff like that. I'm telling you right now, several bottles will be on display in those competitions to come. Several bottles, for real. Just trust me, they will get plenty of shine on this channel for sure.
I appreciate it.
Oh man, but and on to the last one. Our final is six fragrance. All right. The more the I'd say the second newest one, because I think Marshmallow Moments has been the rave of the city recently, more so recently. But
Marshmallow Moments, nuts.
Marshmallow Moments, yes, and I mean that was the biggest one talked about, especially our girl Carrie, who she had a combination out of this world. I was like, girl, you the amount of marshmallows, bro, you're gonna be over there smelling like an open bag at a campfire. Okay, the way she was wearing the marshmallows. All right, but this right here is the second newest one. All right, and it is Vanilla Moments again. Yeah, Luke ain't shortchanging me on the juice, but your boys, you gotta wear it, gotta experience it to give a real, a true review on it. All right. And I'm gonna tell you this: Vanilla Moments, y'all. First of all, love these atomizers, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. These
Oh,
decants, second to none. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Second to none.
bro, I wear that shit every day. That is how ridiculous that is. And
Let me say.
that
Mm-hmm.
that layered with marshmallow moments, vanilla moments, and marshmallow moments together. And most people are gonna think, oh, it's some like over sugary process. Again, Bed and Bath or Bath and Body Works. Nah, we don't do that here.
Let me say this. All right. So the notes in here are vanilla, nutmeg, porcini mushroom, and oud wood. Okay. Let me say this. All right. The reason why I got that little bit of juice left is because there are three definite vanilla fragrances that I will be keeping in my repertoire. All right. And I'm a big vanilla blender. I like vanilla blends and whatnot. I like how vanilla does in date night fragrances and stuff like that. And actually, I'll give you four. Okay. Always going to have Ani.
Yeah.
I'm always going to have Virtus Vanilla Oud. All right. For what it provides. Okay. I'm always going to have Aylin by day three. It was a talk of the town up there at Scent Explorer. They won an award and whatnot. Beautiful rose, uh, vanilla fragrance, a little woodiness to it, and vanilla moments. This right here, the vanilla is not your sweet synthetic syrupy, added to a cup of something vanilla. This is almost like a dry vanilla that you get when if you were to dry it out and then chop it up. It reminds me of that. I get the oud wood in there. It's a beautiful blend with the oud wood. All right. It's not synthetic, it's more of a natural vanilla. And then on top of that, you get the nutmeg, but the nutmeg is very subtle. All right. You're not going to get it in a sense that it's spicy or anything like
Yeah.
that. It's not, it's definitely helping with something else. It's definitely helping to push something forward or to blend something in because you're not going to get your normal nutmeg. Okay. And nutmeg is very distinct. Typically, when you use a certain amount of it, you're going to get nutmeg. There's no avoiding it. But this is nice. All right. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know what the hell the porcini mushroom is doing, but please explain that to me because I tell you what, I was wondering porcini mushroom.
Listen, it's such an astringent tincture, but deep. It gives a lot of body. If you smell the porcini mushroom tincture by itself, it's almost like a razor in your nose, but then after that, it's like almost like the most bitter, non-sweet chocolate that you could smell. And then after that, it's like a heavy bottom. It's like so much body in it. That's where you get like that
So
great vanilla body from.
so this is probably acting as an enforcer for the combination of the. I'm thinking the blending of the vanilla
Yeah,
and the wood.
it's the cohesiveness. It
Yeah,
brings
this
those
is holding
together
together.
and gives a lot of body.
Okay, okay. But this is nice, man. This is beautiful. Hey, very masculine. I'm gonna just say that because a lot of women nowadays in the space are looking for something synthetically sweet when it comes to florals or fruits and stuff like that. They're looking for those type of things. This is a standout. These are moments, okay? And this for me leans masculine in a sense that oud wood that comes in, along with the mushroom and the vanilla and the kind of dry, subtle vanilla, it gives a more masculine moment in my mind. Could a woman wear this? Most definitely.
Yo, the
Plenty of
ladies
women.
love that, man.
Right. Yes. But this right
Women,
here, fellas, don't be discouraged because a lot of women talk about it and rave about it. This right here is unisex as hell. And this might be my and the only reason why this might be my number two right now, maybe number three, only because Really and truly, Lou, I'm gonna be honest with you because I only got a 5 mil, and you see how much is gone. I got 6 of them that I've been wearing on top of my daily fragrances, and you see how much is gone. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This right here is a masculine. For me, it leans masculine on my skin. On my skin, the way it smells on my skin, it definitely adds a masculine vibe, a very sensual vibe. Um, Definitely is something that I think quite a few ladies will like if you wear it correctly, man. You don't. And the thing about these is that I see myself dressing up blazer, khakis, jeans, whatever. I see myself dressing up in a lot of your fragrances. I can't see myself just stepping out in a hoodie wearing a lot of your stuff. All right.
No, it's
It's
definitely
just
made for elegance,
not
man.
for that. You know what I'm saying? For to me, it's not for that. And this right here is no different. This right here gives you an air of snootiness, as like my other half of the show, my co-host, you know what I'm saying? Snootiness, all right? But seriously, it definitely puts you in a mindset of making an impression, whether you're on a date or whether you're just out and about, whoever comes within smelling distance of you. And I'd say it gives a nice little sillage. It gives enough of a scent bubble that if they come within about 2 feet of you, that I can tell, if you can spark a conversation where she has to lean in, she's gonna be impressed. If
Without
she
a doubt.
if she notices and she's a fragrance enjoyer, she doesn't have to be a lover, just an enjoyer. She will be impressed by this. This is nice. This is nice, Luke. This is really nice. Really nice, man. You really did your thing on this line. I won't lie to you. Out of 6 of them, I definitely say that I'd have to get 3 or 4 of them. Absolutely have to. You know, as a fragrance connoisseur, who wouldn't love to have them all, right? Who wouldn't love to have them all? Fortunately, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was, unfortunately, the way my bank account is set up, all right. So
Listen, I get it, man.
yeah. But this is a beautiful line, man. You did your thing on this new line. You know,
Thank you.
um, what else can I say, man? The sensuality and the sexiness of Luke's the Elemental fragrance line stepped it up, and it is continuing for what I can see as a foreseeable future. This is
Yeah, I got some stuff coming down the pipeline, man. It's about to get very extra in 2025.
you.
Yeah.
Hey, you already know. Hey, like, nah, you know what? I was about to say, shorty, swing my way, but just swing it over here. Yeah, because that was about to be inexcusable. Okay, I was about to start singing that. Yeah, that's
You,
inexcusable at the moment. But
you
hey,
know I got
all
you,
I'm saying
man.
is, hey, go ahead, sit over here. Hey, we will give an honest review and whatnot. And man, I'm telling you, y'all, go get your nose on the Elemental line. These fragrances are beautiful, man. I'm guaranteeing that you will like at least 3 of these, if not more. If you like less than 3, leave a comment in the description. All right. But I'm telling y'all, look, and when you go over there, support my guy, but also, hey, use code. I believe it's
It's
Jim
Jim.
15. Jim 15. Get you 15% off. You know, hey, and
No, it's
you'll
just it's just Gems.
ah,
GMZ.
I
And you get
apologize,
15%
y'all. I don't have
off.
it in front of me,
Yeah.
but GEMS, use code GEMS, GEMZ. And hey, you get 15% off. And trust me, you get a beautiful bottle, beautiful display. All right. As you can see from the thumbnail, beautiful bottle and everything. And hey, you will have some hellified sensual moments with your lady. Granted, you have one, okay? Or this, you will definitely have something to put you in the space for conversation to take you on home one day. All right. But yeah, Luke, man, I gotta admit, hey, you did your thing, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. I aim to please.
And that
And
you did. That you did. I'm telling you. But hey, this is only the beginning. All right, we will definitely be getting you on here again for some more. I definitely will be discussing my two more recent purchases that I'm in love with. All right, my first purchase and my recent purchase that I got. We'll definitely get you on here to do a little conversation about those two, and I'm
Okay.
gonna perhaps get a couple of guys on here that enjoy it as well, man. But we're gonna work it out. We'll get you on here again, and we'll go from there, man.
All right, man. Listen, I'm here when you call, brother. Just
Already,
let me know.
already. I got you, man. Well, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the back real quick, and I'll be right back with you. All right.
Okay, man. Cool.
All right. Yes, yes, y'all. Hey, once again, this is our first. Hey, that was a good little conversation. I am encouraging y'all to go check out the Elemental. Go check out his line, man. Hey, he has some beautiful fragrances. When I tell you they are date night ready, I'm talking about these things are phenomenal. All right. I've raved about them on my line. I've raved about them everywhere. Okay. I've raved about them all over the place. All right. If you don't know, you can go catch our live that we did with him where we talked about some of his first fragrances from the line. Did a review over those. Go check it out, man. And yeah, and that's it. But hey, we appreciate y'all for coming out and enjoying this premiere, Sippers and Sniffers. All right. Hey, as always, let every sip be a sip of inspiration and every sniff lead to a new discovery. All right. Once again, thank you all for joining us. Y'all have a good night.